Hey, Terry Motley here, and I'm a certified health coach and also representative of the Juice Plus company. And today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about traffic light living. And so this is a very simple way for adults and children to think about how to fuel their bodies for their best performance. As a health coach, I like to think about foods that are building us up and not breaking us down. So those are the two categories that I like to think about when we're considering making food choices for our families, and when we're helping kids to understand the importance of what they're choosing for their bodies and for their best growth and for their best functioning performance in the classroom, in the soccer field, in football, gymnastics, whatever it may be. We all need to live with the most vibrant health energy, and that comes from our food. And so the first category is called green light foods. And so this category is made up of all fruits and vegetables. And so these are called the grow fruits. So you can see apples and bananas and broccoli and tomatoes, all these delightful things that are grown on a farm, grown on a plant, not made in a plant. And they're naturally colorful, so there's no artificial colorings or flavorings added to them. They're rich in phytonutrients, all those plant chemicals that our body knows exactly what to do with in amazing ways. And so they really do help to support our overall health and wellness. So they're all natural, they're colorful, they're living food. We are living people, and we need living food to help support us to best operate in all facets of life. So these are truly the best categories of food that we need to be eating each and every day. So then we move on to the yellow light foods. And so these foods are, when we come to a yellow light in the intersection, we need to slow down and proceed with caution. So the yellow light foods I like to think about as slow down foods. And so these foods are things that we need a little bit of every day, but not in excess. And so we can think about the yellow light foods, let me see where they go, as things like walnuts and pecans, almonds, and even things like meat and cheese, yogurt, those kinds of things, that they're okay in moderation. And I don't like to say in moderation, but just a little bit every day, and it's going to help support us. So we don't need to eat those things in excess, because we again want to support our best health in many ways. So these can be the whole wheat grains, so whole wheat breads and pastas, brown rice, whole wheat tortillas, eggs, lean meats that are not preserved with nitrates and nitrites, low-fat yogurt, nuts, seeds, those kind of things, fish, and fish, tuna that's safe for the oceans and for the animals as well. And then we get into the yummy, or the not so yummy, red light foods. So these foods are the stop and think foods. And so we truly need to really be mindful of all those different ingredients that are harming our bodies. These can include the partially hydrogenated oils, those also called trans fats, the high fructose corn syrup, the colors, preservatives, those nitrates and nitrites that I just mentioned, MSG, BHT, all those things. So if you need more information about that, please feel free to reach out, and I can get you some more information on why they're bad for us, because it's easy to understand what we need to stay away from, but necessarily why is much broader and much deeper reasoning. But happy to go there if you would like that. So the red light foods are obviously those foods that serve to break us down, and they really do nothing to help support our systems. And actually a lot of the red light foods cause more harm than good for our bodies. So those things include like these peanuts, branded chewable gummy things. So I have already measured out how much sugar is in that. So that's the amount that's in one packet, and then that is the amount of sugar that's also in that one little packet. So this little packet of gummies has that tiny little bit of food, quote unquote food, not really food, and that amount of sugar. It can also include things like these ding dongs. So I have those ding dongs out. Absolutely no nutritional value in there. A lot of the ingredients I can't even pronounce. There's a ton of sugar in those. So those two together would encompass 8 teaspoons of sugar. So if you want to look at that bigger picture, so there are the 8 teaspoons and there are the 2 ding dongs. So cray right there, that's crazy. And then I also have this fruit by the foot. Okay, so 1 foot of quote-unquote fruit. And in that tiny little strip of food, there are 3 teaspoons of sugar as well. So very, very dangerous for our bodies. And again, there are the cereal items that are available on the market today. That's the serving size of the cereal, what is it called? Oops, all berries. And 3.5 teaspoons again of sugar in that little bowl of cereal. So red light, yellow light, green light foods. So as you move forward and thinking about meals for your day, think about combining yellow and green light foods to create your menu. And really, if you come across a red light food, you need to just stop and think twice. And I've actually told people in the grocery store, you know, if you find something and you think you might want to buy these lovely little things and you see what's in the ingredient list, just put it back on the shelf, back away slowly, and no one will get hurt. So there you go. So hopefully if you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out and I would be happy to help you devise menus and create or recreate some of your favorite foods in terms of using more of the yellow light and the green light foods. So here's to your great health.